Hi, my name is Megan McFeeters. This is my video on Web 2.0 tools. Um, I am currently a elementary physical education teacher at Monet, and these are some of the web tools that I use. Um, Lately, I've been using Twitter, and I'm going to talk about how I use it in physical education. I do read blogs, and I'm going to talk about how that is great information for my class. And I do listen to podcasts. I think they're very interesting and they have great information. And then I'm going to talk about how I would use these tools if I was an administrator in the future. The first thing I'm going to talk about is Twitter. When I first signed up for Twitter, I was super overwhelmed on how many handles there are in Twitter. But if you go, when you sign up, you make your handle. Mine's Megan McFeeters. And then when you sign up, it actually becomes pretty easy once you figure out how to um, get what you want to actually read. So what I did was I went to the search bar and I typed in physical education. And as you can see, all of these handles popped up for physical education, and I am following most of these. And I'll show you what else I searched. I also searched just regular education, and these popped up. And the good thing about Twitter is that once you click on one of the handles that you want to follow, it kind of gives you kind of who they follow or um, and who they follow, and it just kind of gives you a connection to another handle if you would like to find another one. But also, once you find what you want to read about, your Twitter account right here will let you know who to follow because they kind of follow the same things that you do. Right now, apparently, as you can see, the St. Louis Cardinals, I am following them. I can't get enough of them. But you can go to who you're following and then find um, all of these guys. These are who I'm following. Um, and this is a classmate of mine, so I can click on hers and see what she's following. This is my professor for this class. I can click on him and see what he's following. I like to retweet a lot of things. I don't really tweet myself. I just retweet what I thought was interesting or thought that it would just be good to be on my account. But this is my page right here, and as you can see, there's a lot of education stuff. These are all the things I've retweeted. The one thing about Twitter is that once you follow someone, you can always not follow them anymore, because for some of these, um, the ones that I have been following, I have stopped following just because they were tweeting so much that they were just taking over my whole feed, and it was just kind of annoying because I would like to see what everybody else is tweeting, but I felt like I was always just reading the same person's handle all the time. Like Twitter, I think it's a great resource to find out new information. And just to see what everybody else is doing. So I do like Twitter. Once you find out how to navigate, it really is simple and it really is a useful resource. The next thing I'm going to talk about is blogging. I don't personally blog, but I do like to read other people's blogs. And I do use this website a lot. It's called PE Central right up here. And what I do is go to their website, and I just found out recently that they do have blogs, and it's great because blogs are just great for information. on anything. Like this one says recess before lunch benefits. I mean, that's something to look into. Um, so that's something that you could look at. I mean, it gives tips for improving playground supervision. And then this other one is get your blog in shape. It just discussed health and fitness issues. Um, Another blog is PE for kids, keeping them moving. This guy has like week by week what he's done with his class, and he even has pictures and just activities that the kids are doing, and they look like they're having a really good time. So I really do like looking at his blogs and just seeing what he's doing. So that's my blogs. Next, we're going to go to podcasting. And what I like about podcasting is that you can actually hear their voice. They put on some cool music or it just is more interesting. Like blogs have a lot of information, which is absolutely great. But podcasts also have a lot of information, but also kind of keeps it fun and interesting. This is people I've been listening to. They're Nathan and Joey, and they're not even in the same country most of the time, but they still gotta get on here and do their podcast, and they talk about like this one's getting things done. I think this July one's about summertime and new beginnings, just how to Hi and welcome to the physics. Just kind of how to get back into the groove of things. So I really enjoyed that. Next podcast is from Podomatic. This is PE Geek. These guys have really cool podcasts. I enjoy looking at them. But to make a podcast, if you're actually going to make a podcast, if I was an administrator, I would make a podcast for my teachers, just kind of explaining a new implementation in the school, just kind of like this class is for technology. I would make a podcast on how should use technology, or just kind of tidbits during the week on why technology is important. But to do that, I found this Podbean, and it's free, and all you have to do, you just kind of pick kind of what you're interested in. I picked sports and travel, and then you can pick TV, comedy and entertainment, whatever you want, and then you just push follow and start playing. And then it'll connect you to all those podcasts that you were interested in. And then if you feel like you need to make one, you can just click publish a podcast. And then here you can choose your designs, overall settings. You can share. If you want to just publish a new one, you can upload a file that you've already done. And then it's on the website and you can share it with your friends. It's pretty easy. So I recommend it if you are going to do a podcast. A lot of podcasting did cost money, and this was the only one I found that was free. And it's actually, I mean, I think it works really well for what you need to get done. For blogging, I did download this app. It's called Tumblr. And what you can do with this, it's just kind of like a feed, like an Instagram or a Twitter or a Facebook, but it's just for blogging. And so you can create your own blog. You can share pictures. If you can see here, you can post anything. So you can text, you can quote, you can chat. You can put a link on there. So it's pretty neat. Let's see if I can scroll over. You can share what you love. You can put all your interests on there. And you can also design it the way that you want it to look. This one's a little funky, but I like it. Right there. This one. Ugh. This one right here. So it's always nice to have a blog. So if I was an administrator, I would use a blog just to kind of keep up, keep parents informed, keep teachers informed, just interesting information that's always going on in the education world. I would use it just to keep teachers and parents up to date. But I do think that these things are great resources. I am going to continue my Twitter account. I think that it is great. And hopefully, these things have helped you kind of get an idea of what to use and how to use it. And thank you for your time.